Hey guys, and welcome back to Speak Freely. Here we celebrate the freedom of speech, and today's topic of conversation is going to be Kanye West. Now, I know the topic of Kanye West is kind of old. Of course, he's still relevant. He just came out with his new album. But on this channel, it's not all about getting, trying to be the first who gets to make the video to get the views and all. Because I actually think the longer you kind of sit back and let something simmer, the more you think about it and you come out with like all these other different point of views that I wouldn't have been able to see if I would have like talked about it right away. And plus I have a full-time job, so you know. But in this video I'm just going to talk about like my whole like general opinion on the whole fiasco of Kanye West. What I feel like Kanye West did is start a conversation. And I think that he planted a lot of seeds in the minds of people, young and old. I think more like the youth, males, black men. I think that the people who might have already felt that way, Kanye West saying what he had to say, gave people the strength or the willingness to voice their opinions. Or people who maybe even felt like maybe sitting on the fence or sort of debated where they lied or where their ideas were or how they saw the world. I think Kanye West coming out helped them cement their ideas even more. No matter where Kanye West goes from here, even if he flips the script again and say, it was this bullshitting, I realize Trump is a racist, white supremacist, even if he goes like flies off the handles and he turns out to be crazy as fuck, even if he goes on a drug binge, no matter where Kanye West goes from here, I think those seeds have been planted and they're going to grow roots and they're going to sprout. So no matter how you view him now and before or in the future, I think what Kanye West did was a good thing, and I don't think anything is going to diminish that. Of course, if he flips the script, some people will be like, yeah, you're right, that was all bullshit, I don't believe that anymore. But I still think he touched a lot of souls. Like if you looked at the comment section in his TMZ video and his Charlamagne interview, I thought it was going to be full of hate. There were so many people that were saying like, thank you for saying this, finally someone's saying this. People like, I think that a lot of people, especially on the right, I think they think that so many black people are on this progressive sort of liberal, I'm oppressed, I'm a victim mentality. There's tons of black people in the black community that do not feel that way at all. But they're either conflicted because they feel like, well, I guess I'm supposed to say this because I'm black, and if I don't, then I kind of feel like I'm, like a traitor to my community. Or they just don't want anybody to attack them. They don't want to be called an Uncle Tom. They don't want to be called a traitor. They don't want to be called, like, I don't know, a bedwench or whatever they call black people who think for themselves. Like they don't want to deal with that, so they just stay quiet. There's so many black people who do feel this way. I have had lots of conversations with black people. It's like, I felt this way my whole life, and I've never been able to voice it because I've always been made to feel like there's something wrong with me if I don't go with the narrative. So no matter where Kanye West goes from here, I think what he did was good. He started a conversation and he opened doors to allow people to be able to express themselves and think freely. The idea that Kanye West, like I've heard other, like when it all went down, there was a lot of popular radio stations, radio hosts, and that I think even Charlamagne even said it himself that what he's doing is dangerous. His words are dangerous because he has young fans and he's hurting them and he has to be careful with his words and stuff like that. I really think his ultimate message was, do not tell me as a black man in America or in this world, in its existence, in a society, how to behave like a black man. Don't tell me that my skin color or my sex, but mainly my skin color, somehow dictates to me how I'm supposed to behave for you, how I'm supposed to talk, or how I'm supposed to live, or how I'm supposed to dress or act or perform for you. Don't tell me that my skin color is my label, or don't tell me that this is my place in the world. And I have a whole video I want to do on that whole aspect of that. I think that was his ultimate message. It's just be you. Don't be what you think everyone tells you you're supposed to be. Be you. Open your mind. Learn. Educate yourself. Expand your horizons. Like, don't be so closed off in this box of what you're supposed to be because someone told you that this is what you are and this is what you're supposed to be. He made that very clear in his TMZ interview that was his ultimate message. Even when he explained about his daughter being labeled black person instead of you're just a child, or this is who you are, you're Northwest, you're not, you know, being labeled by the teacher that you are black, that is your label, which I want to do another video on. But anyway, like, he made that very clear, and I don't understand. Like, I know a lot of people like will say like, oh no, they were saying like the Donald Trump thing was dangerous. Like, I think a lot of people attacked him specifically for that message because it went off of the script and a narrative of what the mainstream media puts out there. Like, if you're black, then you're this. You're oppressed. You're a victim. You have to talk like this, walk like this, be this. Like, and I don't understand how that message is dangerous. That is probably, like, I thought that was the basis. Like, you're supposed to teach your children. Like, that's the foundation you're supposed to grow up with and learn as a child, is to be you. Don't follow the beat of the drum all the time. Don't be a follower all the time. Be you. I thought that was like the most inspirational and powerful thing that you can give to a child, is give them the power to be whatever and whomever they want to be. And, you know, of course, work at it and cultivate the talents and the mind to be that person. Like, how is that dangerous? How are those words and that message dangerous? Boggles my mind. And it's also funny to me how they said that Kanye West's words were dangerous, even if they're going to just stick to him saying he loves Donald Trump. That is what they were talking about. Even though I don't believe that, I think they're saying that this whole thing was dangerous for the black community. The same radio host and the same artists and rappers who either sell, exploit, push, celebrate, or make and write and sing and perform themselves songs about gang banging, about shooting black folks, about selling drugs to black folks, about hurting their own communities. The fact that they're not saying that that is dangerous, that not only that they're saying it's not dangerous, but they're pushing it onto young black people. Listen to the song about black men killing black men. Listen to the song about black men selling drugs to young black children. Listen to this song about fuck the police and fuck this and fuck that. Listen to this. Celebrate this. Let's celebrate Cardi B throwing up gang signs. Let's celebrate gang lifestyle that has killed and murdered thousands and thousands of other black people. But also, let's preach about police brutality, but celebrate about black on black crime with the music that we exploit. And I'm not shaming or downing the artist, free speech all day every day, and I like Cardi B, but the fact that it's kind of hypocritical for you to be like, Kanye West saying he loves Donald Trump and black people don't have to vote Democrat and black people should just be whomever they want to be and think outside the box. Those are dangerous words and we need to shut Kanye West down. But here's another song about a black man killing another black man and selling drugs and doing all this other bullshit. But the fact that you're not saying that that is dangerous, you're a fucking hypocrite, and it means your priorities are all fucking messed up. T.I. was on I think Charlamagne's radio station. He even said himself that he didn't let his children listen to his own music that he produced, he performed, and he written, that he was pushing out to the black community. He wouldn't let his own black children listen to his own music because he said it was too negative. But he made millions off of it. Music that he said himself was too negative that he pushed out to everyone else. But the same radio station, the same people said Kanye West words were dangerous. Really? The other thing that a lot of people were doing with Kanye West is sort of calling him crazy. Like, oh my God, he's crazy. And he's changed, or he flipped the script, or he's, I don't know, something else that he wasn't when he first became Kanye West. Kanye West is still the narcissistic musical genius that you guys paid billions or millions of dollars to make this man filthy rich. He is the same exact person that took the trophy or the award from Taylor Swift because he said that Beyonce deserved that award. Whether you believe that or not, people love that Kanye West because one of the reasons because they love Beyonce, but the other reason was it was a black man taking an award, an award from a white woman and giving it to a black woman, or saying a black woman deserved that award. That is why people love that. When Kanye West stepped in front of, was on TV, and he was with that actor from that white guy. What's he been in? Those I Won $1 Million movies. I don't know. Austin Powers. The actor from Austin Powers, and a bunch of other stuff he's been in. When he stepped up with him and said that George Bush hated black people because of the Hurricane Katrina fiasco, people loved that because it was a black man calling a white powerful man a racist on national television and got away with it. They loved him because his voice was mirroring a lot of other black people's voices, and he was sort of staying on script. He was going with the narrative of the story. He did that because he's narcissistic. He did that because he feels like his voice is important and should be heard. His voice and his words need to be heard. That's why I'm gonna say it on national television. That's why I'm gonna have an audacity to take this award from this white girl and say what I need to say, because I'm important. My words are important. He's the same guy. Like, all he's doing now is flipping the script. All he's doing now is saying something that you don't want to hear. All he's doing now is going against the narrative. He's the same exact guy. He hasn't changed at all. He might be explaining his thoughts. He might be changing his point of views or how he looks at the world. He might be adding more complexity and nuance to who he is, but he's the same person. So to act like, oh my God, he's so different now, like he's the exact same person, he's just saying something you don't like, that's all. So yeah, like for me, ultimately, no matter where Kanye West goes from here, because who knows, he might stay on this love train, he might keep just doing what he's doing now and just manifested it in even more, or he might flip the script. But no matter where he goes from here, I think he's already helped water some seeds that have already been planted, or planted some seeds, or opened the door for people to be like, you know what, he's right. Don't tell me who I am based on the color of my skin. Don't label me, especially when I even ask you for that label. Don't tell me what I'm supposed to do, or how I'm supposed to think, who I'm supposed to vote for, how I'm supposed to dress, the music I'm supposed to listen to, how I'm supposed to believe and see the world. Don't tell me, give me my instructions in life based off the color of my skin, or my sex, or my gender, or my class, or whatever. Like, to me, that's a powerful message, and that's a message that Black people should be preaching all day, every day, because it gives the power back to the community. It gives the power back to the children, instead of preaching this idea that, oh, white people are superior, white supremacy. You're taking the power away from Black people and you're giving it to white people, saying this, they did us wrong, so now it's up to them to fix it because they are the supremacists. You're giving the power back to the Black child, say you are the powerful one and you are in control of your life. You are responsible for your wins and you are accountable for your failures. You have the power. We have the power. And this is not just a Black thing. I'm saying it because of that's how the whole narrative of how the situation with Kanye West was built. But this is for anybody, whether you're Black, white, Asian, you're poor, rich, whatever, gay, straight, bi, trans, whatever you are. You don't allow anybody to dictate to you and write the story of your life. You write your own story. You are the author of the book of your life. Your parents, the government, celebrities, your friends, your lovers, your spouse, they are not the authors to your life. You are. And that is the most powerful message that we should be spreading throughout the community and throughout this world. So to put down Kanye West because he decided to speak that truth is mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing. And it's mind-blowing that the mainstream media went out to scour and search every Black celebrity, entertainer, A, B, C, D, all the way down to Z list to get them to make sure you go back and no, make sure we fix the script. We got to keep the script, and they're oppressed, white supremacy, racist, make sure you stick to the script is a fuckery of fuck. And I didn't know how to end that, so I said that. But yeah, so like it's crazy to me how like people were pissed off at Kanye West. where we should have been like, wow, what he's saying is powerful. Let's take that and run with that. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's the end of this video. Tell me guys what you think. If you agree with me, if you think whatever, Kanye was just trying to sell records, he's a fake, he's a phony, whatever, I don't give a fuck, I don't care about him. Or if you think like what he did was great, or if you just neutral, you don't care because he's a celebrity and you don't really like hold on to celebrities' words that hard, which I do agree with. And I do want to make a video about how black people tend to worship and adore other black celebrities because we feel like we're not represented so much. So when we do find one, we hold on to them and they have to be like everything we want them to be or whatever. But anyway, leave your comment in the comment section below what you think. You can agree with me. I'm open to discussion. I'm open to debate, and I'm open to being wrong. I'm doing less editing, so I'm not editing out my mess up, so I apologize. Like if you like this video, share on Twitter and Facebook and beyond, and please subscribe for more conversations like this. I will try to get more videos as much as I can, but I have so much on my plate right now. And as well, you can donate to my PayPal, and because yeah, it would help me out, you know, if you like. If not, just subscribe and follow my Twitter. There is a link down below. And thank you guys from Speak Freely, where we celebrate the freedom of speech. And peace.